So you have started getting the race V4 and came across these trials. And they seem a bit hard to win at first, because they are. But in this video I will show you the best builds and strategies that make these trials a piece of cake. So if you want to get your race V4 very fast, make sure to watch this video till the end. Before we get started on the builds for trials, we first have to explain how do we even start the trials? Well, trials are a part of the race awakening process, evolving it from V3 to V4 to be exact. So the first logical requirement for trials is that you have a race V3, then also, assess to 3rd C and defeated Rip Indra boss, and, you have to complete Sealed King quest, which I will show you how at the end of the video because it's a bit complicated. Now on to the trials. Since we have 6 different races, we also have 6 different trials. For Shark we got Trial of Water, Ghoul, Trial of Carnage, Human, Trial of Strength, Cyborg, Trial of Machine, Rabbit, Trial of Speed, and Angel, Trial of the King. So, in order to start these trials, go to the top of the Great Tree Island and talk with that mysterious force which will take you here. Now follow where I go. You have to pull this switch. It will open this door which takes you to all the trials. Now in order to start a trial for your race you have to have another 2 players with the same race as you. So for example, if you are Shark race you have to have another 2 players with the Shark race with you in order to start the trial. But anyways, let's get to the builds and ways to win the trial every time. We will of course have to go over these trials one by one, and the first one is Trial of Water. For Shark race obviously, when you enter the trial you will face off a sea beast, so you will have to use a fighting style and weapons that have skills that damage sea beasts. So I recommend using the God Human, or Superhuman, and some guns that have big stuns. You have to fight other players as well. So something like Acidum Rifle and Serpent Bow. And for the fruits, you will need a fruit with good burst damage, so go with Magma Fruit because of high O and insane damage. You won't use any fruits, but you can of course get some combo extensors like Tushito or Soul Cane. And for the accessory you will need a generally balanced accessory, so swan glasses or cool shades. But that's not the only build we have. Later on I will show you an insane build for every trial, so keep watching. Now my favorite, Trial of Carnage for Ghoul race. So you will fight some zombies which are really easy, but the hard part is fighting against other Ghoul players, which can be really annoying. So when it comes to fruits we have a lot of options, but generally we need something that deals high damage like Magma, Shadow and Sound, and we can even use swords. So if you want to go down that path, make sure you use Cursed Dual Katana or Yama for high damage output. Also, use Sanguine Art or Electric Claw to help out with extending combos and dealing additional damage. And for accessories we can again go with Swan Glasses or Cool Shades, but if you want to change a bit go with Ghoul Mask for increased health regeneration. With that you should be able to complete this trial very easily. Probably the most wanted trial out of them all, Trial of Strength for the human race. So, you will have to defeat one of these bosses upon entering the room. All of them are from raids, so if you did some raids in the past you know their mechanics and beating them should be very easy. But again the hard part is winning the battle against other players at the end. The fruit recommendations I can give you are Awakened Buddha and Magma, since they deal a ton of damage or give you a ton of health. So again if you wanted to increase that damage even more, Swan Glasses or Cool Shades. Good fighting style for this trial is definitely Sharkman Karate because of really fast high damage attacks, and pair that with Acidum Rifle to deal poison damage. But if you want to use sword go with the Saber V2. Trial of Machine for Cyborg race. This one is a bit special since you won't be fighting any normal enemies. So what do you have to do? Well, you have to dodge bombs, which is pretty easy to do, just keep moving and avoid the red circles. You can make yourself a lot faster and make this trial easier by equipping an accessory with speed buffs like the pilot helmet. Then just use God Human and Tushita to clear out enemy players at the end. Or a good fruit like Magma. Also use Soul Guitar. The Trial of Speed for Rabbit race is also unique because you have to just beat a maze in order to pass it. So we just need to focus on speed buffing gear. Spirit, Kitsune and Leopard fruits are all great choices for this trial. And again pilot helmet will greatly increase your speed, but if you want some overall stats go with Swan Glasses. Electric Claw, Cursed Dual Katana and Acidum Rifle will be a great combo in order to win the battle at the end. The thing is that you have to beat this maze in a certain amount of time, and maze gets harder every time you improve your race, so keep that in mind. And lastly we got the Trial of the King for Angel race. Upon entering this trial you will have to beat a parkour course, but the thing is that you are not allowed to use neither air jump and dashes, so you have to be skilled at parkour. Here you have to be cautious because any speed buffing gear will make this parkour even worse, so make sure to avoid that. So what should you use? Well, first thing I recommend you is using the shift lock since it will make the parkour much easier. And when it comes to gear, go with the Leopard or Magma, CDK, Acidum Rifle and Godhuman since it will make the end fight really easy for you. But I told you I will show you a simple build that is up for any trial. So let's get into that. Most of you already know this build, but for those who are unfamiliar, using Awakened Buddha Fruit, Ghoul Mask, Godhuman, or Electric Claw, Acidum Rifle and Cursed Dual Katana will get you easily through any trial. How? Well, the main thing that will get you through this is the fact that Buddha Fruits makes you insane tank with tons of HP and Ghoul Mask regenerates that quickly, so that fast regeneration speed will leave your enemies with no time to kill you so you can just win easily. So if you want to not have any worries about these trials, that's the build to go for. If you found this video helpful, make sure to leave a like and a subscribe to let me know that I should make more videos like this one. Thanks for watching and see you soon.